Hey gamers, OzGamer82 or Andrew back at you with another video, and I'm here with a video response to Herbie Asks 007, one of my good friends on here on YouTube. So I'll be leaving his channel link. I'm sure a lot of you are subscribed to him already, but if you're not, I highly recommend it. Pretty much if you like my content, you're going to like his, because out of everyone that I know here on YouTube, we probably have the most similarities when it comes to video games. We're both big fans of the PlayStation 3 and Nintendo, and we're both massive Mario fans. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to him, please do so. He's a great guy, really nice, easy to talk to, and he has some fantastic videos. So recently he uploaded a pretty cool video titled his Top 10 PlayStation 3 Game series, and I thought that was an absolutely fantastic idea, and I wanted to do a video response. He listed some pretty interesting choices, and yeah, that's the great thing about video games, you know, we all have different opinions, we all have different favourite games, so it makes for pretty interesting videos when people do these top 10 lists. So I definitely wanted to get involved. So here is my top 10 PlayStation 3 game series. I have managed to rank them from 10 down to my all-time favourite. So we're going to go in that order. We're going to start at number 10 and work my way down to the first game. But before I do that, I just want to do a quick announcement. Anyone that is highly anticipating the PlayStation 4, like me, and I'm sure several other people, Sony have now revealed the release date. The console, the PlayStation 4, will launch on November 15th in the US, and the console will launch on November 25th in Europe, UK, Australia, and I believe Japan and New Zealand. I'm kind of bummed out a little bit that the October release rumours weren't true. I would have absolutely loved it to come out in October, but November 29th isn't too bad. It gives me a little bit more time to save up for it, and I'm kind of glad that there's a 2-week gap between us and the US, because it gives me a chance to no doubt look at several unboxing videos. People are going to be uploading impressions and stuff like that, so it's going to give me a bit of an idea of what to expect from the console before I pick it up. My excitement levels are pretty much through the roof for the PlayStation 4. I've never picked up a console on launch before, so I'm very excited for it. So that should be cool. So September 15th for the US and November 29th for UK, Europe, Australia, and I think Japan and New Zealand for the PS4. So something to look forward to. Anyway, let's get on to my top 10 list. So a mixture of exclusives and multi-platform games here. Before I get into my official list, I'm wanting to give one honourable mention to the Ratchet & Clank series. The only reason it's not in my top 10 list is I haven't played any of the PlayStation 3 Ratchet & Clank games. Kind of surprised about that, because I absolutely love the PS2 games and I have the HD collection on PS3. But yeah, I haven't really played any of the official PS3 games, so I didn't really want to mention it in this top 10 list, but still an absolutely fantastic franchise. Alright, so sitting at number 10 goes to Top Spin 4. Kind of a random game to have in a top 10 list, I know, but I absolutely love it. I'm a massive tennis fan in real life. I play tennis and I follow the professional circuit pretty seriously. And out of all the tennis games I've played, this is my all-time favourite, so Top Spin 4. Sitting at number 9 goes to Dead Space. I absolutely love sci-fi and I especially love horror, and to have the two combined in a video game as fantastic as this is awesome. Very atmospheric, pretty cool storyline. I really enjoyed the character of Isaac. Awesome setting, and there was quite a few jump scares throughout, so absolutely love Dead Space. Sitting at number 8 goes to Resistance 3. I'm a big first-person shooter fan, and I definitely prefer Resistance over Killzone, so this one made the top 10 list. I have played the other two Resistance games. I'm not a massive fan of the first one. I think it's kind of dated, and Resistance 2 was a good game, but nowhere near a favourite of mine. However, Resistance 3 blew the original two games out of the water. Absolutely incredible campaign, one of my favourite first-person shooter campaigns. The online is really solid as well, so Resistance 3 is awesome, I love it. Sitting at number 7 goes to Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. This is also known in the US as Sega Genesis Ultimate Collection. Now, I'm a massive Mega Drive fan. It was my very first console, and it's the console that got me into video games. And when this came out, it was a no-brainer. And this is a fantastic compilation of a lot of awesome and amazing Mega Drive games. Sitting at number 6 is an RPG series, and that is the Mass Effect Trilogy. I'm specifically going to focus on the first game for this video, although the trilogy is amazing as a whole. But my favourite game out of the three is probably the first one. It's definitely the game that really got me into current gen RPGs. Now, I do like RPGs, but honestly I don't really have the time to dedicate to a lot of them anymore, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, Mass Effect was an absolutely amazing game. It still is. I love the characters, I love the sci-fi setting, fantastic soundtrack throughout, and an amazing storyline. I had so much fun playing through the game and doing a lot of the side quests and focusing on a lot of the party characters and stuff. But yeah, if you are a fan of sci-fi games or action RPGs and you haven't played any of the three games, pick this trilogy box set up. You can find it for a fairly cheap price, and it's, yeah, one of the greatest RPG series of all time in my opinion. Alright, now we are down to my top 5. So sitting at number 5 goes to Bioshock. This was one of the earlier games that I played through on the current gen console, and I absolutely love Bioshock. It's amazing. Sort of a first-person adventure shooter set in an underground utopia. I love the setting in this game. Very different to any other game out there, really. Fantastic characters, great music. I really loved the retro setting throughout the game. And yeah, just some fantastic weapons and power-ups and stuff throughout the game. And yeah, as I said, I absolutely love the underground setting of Rapture. So that is Bioshock. I love the game so much that I think I overhyped myself for Bioshock 2, and I hated that game. I didn't even finish it, and I don't own it. I got rid of it. I still haven't played Bioshock Infinite yet. I really need to get around to picking that one up and playing through it sometime soon. But Bioshock, amazing game, love it. Sitting at number 4 goes to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Now, I'm a massive Call of Duty fan in general. I've played all of the games since this one, and this is my all-time favourite Call of Duty. Unfortunately, it's kind of unplayable now online because, you know, a lot of the lobbies are hacked and it's very hard to find a decent game. But back in the day, I played the heck out of this game, and this game really got me into first-person shooters, and it especially got me into online multiplayer, and for that I thank it. I absolutely love Call of Duty Online. Probably my second favourite Call of Duty other than this is probably Black Ops 1 and then Black Ops 2. I play Black Ops 2 at the moment, but out of all the Call of Duties, this game is still ultimately my favourite. So yeah, amazing game. Number 3 goes to Heavy Rain, and this was a awesome game. I fell in love with it immediately. I actually borrowed a friend's copy because I wasn't too sure whether I'd like the game or not. Played it for about an hour and then immediately ran out and picked up my own copy, and I completed it pretty fast. But yeah, this game is like no other game that you've probably ever played on the PS3. You know, very unique game. There's really nothing else like it on the console, and that's what I love most about the game. Now, I know a lot of people aren't big fans of the gameplay mechanics. Essentially, it does play out like a 10 or 11 hour movie. That's what I love about the game, because I love movies. I especially love crime, thriller, serial killer films. So this was pretty much the ultimate game for me. There was some very tense moments, some tough decisions to be made throughout, amazing characters, and honestly one of the best storylines, if not the best storyline that I've ever played in a video game. So that is Heavy Rain. Sitting at number 2 goes to a game series, well, kind of, Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Little Big Planet was pretty much the game that made me go out and pick up a PS3, and this actually came bundled with the PS3, which was awesome, and it was totally worth it. This game alone was pretty much worth the PlayStation 3 price. I absolutely loved it. I've completed it on my own, I've completed it with friends, and it is an absolutely fantastic game. The online is what really shines in my opinion with both of these games. Meaty Molecule did an amazing job incorporating a whole user creative levels online. There is some absolutely phenomenal online levels that people have created. I never really got into creating my own levels. I didn't really have the patience for it, but yeah, there's some amazing levels online. Little Big Planet is amazing, and I think Little Big Planet topped the first game actually. Essentially it's pretty much the same thing. You know, there's different single player levels, and of course the same user created online levels, but both are truly amazing games. And sitting at number 1 goes to the Uncharted series, and this is probably my all-time favourite current generation gaming series for sure. I absolutely love all 3 games. Truly fantastic. Naughty Dog, you are fucking amazing. I love you. The interesting thing about how I got into this series, the first game was already out when I picked up the PS3, and I've never really been into sort of third-person adventure games all that much. I never was into Tomb Raider, so it was a game that I wanted to play through, but I never really expected to like it. But honestly, I fell in love with it immediately, and it blew me away. It was one of my biggest surprises I've had when it comes to a video game. So of course I was extremely hyped up when Uncharted 2 was announced, and picked it up on launch, completed it very quickly, and it topped the first game in every way. Uncharted 2 is my favourite game this generation, and certainly my favourite game out of the trilogy. It is just absolutely incredible. And of course Uncharted 3 came out, and my hype levels went through the roof even more. It's a fantastic game, but it didn't quite live up to Uncharted 2, and it's probably my least favourite out of the 3 actually. But does that make it a bad game? Certainly not. It's still absolutely amazing. I really liked the fact that Sully returned, and I loved the sections where you played through as young Drake. Sorry, I thought that was a really good addition to the storyline. But yeah, Uncharted is easily my favourite PlayStation 3 series, and these 3 games alone make it worth owning a PS3 in my opinion. Yeah, just incredible. Alright guys, so that is my top 10 PS3/PS3 game series. Feel free to do a video response, either link it to this video or Herbie Ask 007's video. He was the original person that came up with this idea. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Definitely let me know what you think of my top 10 picks. If you don't feel like doing a video response, leave some of your favourite PS3 games in the comment section below. And make sure you head on over and subscribe to Herbie Ask 007. His channel link will be left in the description box. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for watching.